concrete veins. Eastern winds blowing through the west side blocks. You hear that? That's the sound of the dynasty rising. Let's go! Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. The concrete breathing heavy, watch the shadow tilt. Built the fortress out of brick and all the blow we spilt. Eyes in the back, keep the digital on mute. Calculated steps, I'm just harvesting the fruit. Navigation through the maze where the wire meets the flesh. Every move I make is chess, leaving marks inside the mesh. No cliches, no typical, just the reality of heat. Heavy metal on the hip, rhythm jumping off the beat. I don't need a story arc, I just need a heavy bag. Running plays until the end, way the wide away the flag. Oozing strings slicing through the tension in the room. Every time I speak my truth, it's a prophecy of doom. They talking heavy on the net, but in the streets they like I'm a phantom in the alley, a demon in the night. Count the paper, fold it twice, rubber band it till it snaps. I've been drawing out the blueprints, I've been drawing out the maps. Sliding through the midnight, keep the copper in the lane. Who's ain't playing in the back, drowning out the street pain. Heavy bass, heavy weight, check the scale, check the gate. In the city where the hunger always turns into the hate. In the city where the hunger always turns into the hate. Yeah, we sliding, yeah, we mobbing, ain't no stopping the machine. Got the dark aesthetic aura, keep the execution clean. Stack the paper till it's taller than the skyline view. Stack the paper till it's older than the residue. Stay away from simple minds, I am strictly with the crew. Stay away from fake design, strictly business, strictly you. Bricks on bricks, keep it moving, keep the friction low. Seeds we planted in the dirt, now they're finally ready to grow. Don't talk loyalty for free, it's a tariff on your tongue. Don't talk loyalty for free, sing the song that must be sung. Breathing in the poison air while we're reaching for the lungs. Sliding on the ops like it's oil on the glass. Moving in the silence, never chasing for the fast. We don't do the flashy talk, we just let the paper breathe. Ties are tighter than a knot that we're about to weave. Urban navigation looking through the tinted lens. I don't need no new faces, I am strictly with the friends. Calculated risk, watch the numbers on the board. Life is just a gamble, I can't wait to grab the sword. Sliding through the midnight, keep the copper in the lane. Who's ain't playing in the back, drowning out the street pain. Heavy bass, heavy weight, check the scale, check the gate. In the city where the hunger always turns into the hate. In the city where the hunger always turns into the hate. Yeah, we sliding, yeah, we mobbing, ain't no stopping the machine. Got the dark aesthetic aura, keep the execution clean. Yeah, you see the vision. Calculated risk. Always. Don't get lost in the noise. We still here, still navigating, still survival of the smartest. Legacy in the concrete. We out. Ground me. Now we go with the J. They thought they owned the city till we changed the trade. Looking to the far. Looking to the far. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Emperor status, sitting high above the smog. Walking through the ashes, navigate the daily fog. Heavy on the ground, but the neck is made of steel. Everything I touch turns to profit, that's the deal. Ghouls ain't playing in my mind, ancient wisdom in the text. I don't worry about the past, I'm just planning for the next. Trap house looking like a temple, incense burning in the hall. If you try to breach the gates, guaranteed you take a fall. Shadows moving on the wall, silent steps up on the floor. Every time I close a deal, I just open up a door. Sipping on the dark tea, plotting on the enemy. Ain't no empathy for snakes, strictly bad energy. Got the rattling hi-hat, sounding like a rattlesnake. Everything I have is real, cut away the plastic fake. Paved the way with iron will, broke the chains and took the throne. In this jungle made of glass, I am standing all alone. Jade Emperor, rule the block with an iron fist. If you ain't about the money, then you don't exist. Heavy bass, rattling the teeth right out your skull. My magazine is loaded and the clip is never dull. Rule the block with an iron fist. If you ain't about the money, then you don't exist. Yeah, moving weight like a titan, never sweating under stress. Every move I orchestrate, I am cleaning up the mess. Got the ancient melodies mixing with the modern grime. I'm a product of the struggle, I'm a master of the time. Watch the empire expand, taking over every zone. They try to duplicate the style, but they can't create the clone. Silk robes, dirty hands, balance of the yin and yang. Listen to the 808s, listen to the heavy bang. I'm the architect of power, dropping blueprints in the dirt. If you step into the ring, they guarantee you getting hurt. No forgiveness in the code, strictly eye for an eye. Watch the empire rise up, watch it touch the darkened sky. They praying for my downfall, but my roots are way too deep. While they dreaming of the top, I am working while they sleep. Cruising, clucking at they nerves, paranoia setting in the game of life and death, I am only here to win. Jade Emperor, rule the block with an iron fist. If you ain't about the money, then you don't exist. Heavy bass, rattling the teeth right out your skull. My magazine is loaded and the clip is never dull. Rule the block with an iron fist. If you ain't about the money, then you don't exist. Rule the block, 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 iron fist, Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor. Blood moon rising. The wolves are out. The cartel don't sleep. Yeah. Red light, beaming on the scope, blood moon in the sky. Hear the sirens in the distance, watch the ravens fly. Dark atmosphere, yeah, the pressure getting thick. Clock is ticking down the seconds, hear the hammer click. We don't parlay, we don't speak, let the action demonstrate. Heavy bases in your chest, breaking through the iron gate. Cartel moving in the shadows, silent as a heart attack. Once we got you in the crosshairs, ain't no ever turning back. Goose ain't strings, weeping, sounding like a widow's cry. We the reapers in the night, coming down from up high. Stacking bricks in the vault, locking down the whole grid. I've been running this machine since I was a young kid. Got the streets on lock, got the cops on the pay. Every dog has his night, every dog has a day. But tonight is the blood moon, chaos in the air. If you in the zone, better enter with a prayer. Blood moon cartel, taking over everything. Listen to the heavy bass, listen to the metal rain. We don't take no prisoners, we just take the whole lot. Running up the numbers to the territory high. Blood moon cartel, taking over everything, everything. Listen to the heavy bass, listen to them. Yeah. Twerk rhythm making all the concrete shake and crack. If you stepping out of line, we gon' put you on your back. Aggressive with the strategy, a militant approach, squashing all the opposition like a dirty roach. Pow, pow. Powerful vocals, I'm commanding all the troops. Jumping over obstacles, I'm jumping through the hoops. Rattling hi-hats, sounding like a rain of shells. Welcome to the underworld, welcome to the deeper hills. I'm the demon of the trap, horns growing from the crown. When I step into the city, I'm shutting it all down. Goose melodies, twisting up the whole vibe. I'm the chief of the village, I'm the leader of the tribe. Blood dripping from the fangs, hunger in the eye. I will never show no mercy, I will never let it die. Keep the engine roaring, keep the fire burning bright. We the kings of the dark, we the masters of the night. Blood moon cartel, taking over everything. Listen to the heavy bass, listen to the metal ring. We don't take no prisoners, we just take the whole lot. Running up the numbers to the territory high. Blood moon cartel, taking over everything, everything. Listen to the heavy bass, listen to the metal ring. Taking over, blood moon, cartel business, like South. Yeah. Old routes, new money, the Silk Road. We moving different cargo now. Traffic in the heavy bass, moving through the ancient dust. In this game of life and death, paper is the only trust. Silk Road hustle, got the Globetrotter crossing overseas. I got soldiers in the field moving in the southern breeze. Goop Jang on the radio, masking all the dirty talk. I don't jog, I don't run, I just do the boss walk. Rattling hi-hats, keeping time with the beating heart. I'm a master of the craft, I'm a master of the art. Powerful delivery, shattering the microphone. Sitting in the dark room, sitting on the iron throne. Twerk bounce, hitting hard, shaking up the foundation. Building up a syndicate, building up a nation. Every deal is verified, every dollar counted twice. If you wanna play the game, you gotta pay the heavy price. Aggressive in the boardroom, aggressive in the street. I will never take a loss, I will never take the Silk Road hustle. Moving weight across the map. We don't do the talking, we just caught them in the trap. Dark atmosphere, keep the business in the shade. By the time you see the sun, all the payments have been made. Road hustle, moving weight across the map. We don't do the talking, we just caught them in the trap. Yeah. Caravans of black SUVs rolling through the night. Keep the headlights off, we don't need the shining light. Navigating by the stars, navigating by the code. I'm a legend in the city, I'm a phantom on the road. Ghouls, ain't strings bleeding, crying for the enemies. I'm wiping out the competition like a bad disease. They try to block the path, but my vision is too clear. I am fueled by the ambition, I am feeding off the field. Got the global network, connections in the underground. When I speak the heavy words, everybody gather round. Twerk rhythm, making all the bodies start to move. I'm a killer on the track, I got nothing left to prove. Straight up out the mud, now I'm dining on the silk. Crying over spilled blood, never over spilled milk. The hustle never stops, the grind is eternal. Writing down the history, writing in the journal. Road hustle, moving weight across the map. We don't do the talking, we just caught them in the trap. Dark atmosphere, keep the business in the shade. By the time you see the sun, all the payments have been made. Road hustle, moving weight across the map. We don't do the talking, we just caught them in the trap. The hustle never sleeps. Map it out, execute. Silk Road, yeah. Watch where you step. This ground is alive. Trust is a luxury I can't afford. 808s. Let them breathe. Watch where you step. Watch where you step. Walking through the garden with the tall grass ways. Keep a finger on the trigger in the neon haze. I see the flick of the tongue, the look in the eye. Most of these brothers are ready to lie. They're cruising and screaming and warning in cold. One wrong move and the package explode. I built this empire on venom and grit. Wow, you were just waiting for someone to quit. Heavy bass vibrating inside of my spine. I'm crossing the border, I'm drawing the line. If you ain't family, you're just a target. Selling your soul in the middle of the market. I keep the vipers away from the feast, feeding the hunger, I'm waking the beast. Rattling hi-hats, they sound like the fangs. Listen to how the heavy metal just bangs. Welcome to the Viper's Nest, don't you make a sound. If you're looking for the king, look at who is crowned. Heavy bass, heavyweight, shifting through the dark. Every time we bite, yeah, we leave a permanent mark. Viper's Nest, yeah, we move in the shade. By the time you see the strike, the transition is made. Yeah. I don't need a bodyguard, I got the aura. Moving through the jungle, the local explorer. Got the Gozane, paying a funeral hymn. For anyone thinking my chances are slim, I stay in the shadows, I stay in the back. Planning to run for the final attack. The city is cold, but the heat is on deck. Keeping the gold chains around my neck. They talk about loyalty, talk about we, but everyone's looking for someone to flee. I am the venom, the kid, and the ghost. I am the one that the enemies fear most. Triple the profit and double the risk. Keep the movement fluid and keep the mind brisk. Skate away, shaking the windows of stores. We coming for yours, we breaking down doors. Snakeskin boots on the neck of the snitch, digging a hole in the side of the ditch. No more talking, the time is for action. Satisfied only with total extraction. The nest is protected, the walls are all high. I'd rather be hated than live a damn lie. Don't get bit. Viper's Nest. Total silence now. The dynasty. From the gutter to the throne, it's our time. Concrete is great, dreaming of empires while I pray for the day. Now the goozing is playing the song of my kin, blessing the hustle and masking the sin. Heavy bass up in the heart of a king. Listen to how the go melodies ring. I didn't ask for a seat at the table. I built my own palace. I'm willing to enable the dynasties rising. The grime is the fuel in the city. Yeah, chaos, I'm making the rule. Rattling high has the speed of the street. I never let anyone witness defeat. That the ancestors watching from up in the clouds while I'm navigating these treacherous crowds. Dynasty of grind. We taking the crown from the high rise, we to the underground. Heavy bass knocking. We making it loud, rising like smoke, yeah, we headed the cloud. Dynasty of grind. It's a bloodline thing. Listen to the way the heavy 808 swing. Still grow mentality, street level tactics, turning these rappers into some gymnastics. I am the architect, look at the plan. I am the God king, more than a man. I keep the legacy fresh in the vault. If you try to stop us, it's your own fault. Goozing strings, blocking the nerves of the weak. I am the peak of the mountain you see. Moving the cargo through alleys and lanes, breaking the locks and we breaking the chains. Every brick laid is a story of pain, turning the struggle into the game. Powerful vocals, I'm speaking the truth. I was a legend since back in my youth. Generational, that's the ultimate goal. I wouldn't sell out, I wouldn't sell soul. Keep the bloodline pure, keep the circle tight. We the only ones who can handle the light. From the grind we came, to the goal we go. Watch how the dynasty continue to grow. Eternal dynasty of grind. Respect the name. Yeah. Sit in the silence and study the move. Yeah. Sit in the silence and study the move. I got the rhythm, I got the groove. Zen in my spirit, but war in my hand. General status, I'm taking the land. The goozing is peaceful, the 808's violent. The deadliest killers are always the silent. Calculated pressure, I'm checking the chest. I am the master of cleaning the mess. Dark atmosphere when I walk in the room. I am the light and I am the gloom. Rattling hi-hats like arrows in flight, turning the day into permanent night. I know the enemy better than him, watching this fire grow weaker and dim. Zen in the war, the balance of power, waiting for the minute and waiting for the hour. Heavy bass dropping, we breaking the peace. I am the beast that you cannot release. It's a tactical strike, show them exactly what a master is like. Discipline heavy, I'm staying on track. Knives in the front, never knives in the back. I use the wind and I use the terrain. I use the fire and I use the rain. Cruising is plucking the melody sharp while I'm playing the street like a harp. Aggressive delivery, crushing it out. I know the way in and I know the way out. No emotion, just logic and flow. Planting the seeds and they're watching them grow. But if you provoke me, the sun is all gone. I'll be the shadow that waits for the dawn. Iron and silk, yeah, the contrast is deep. I am awake while the rest of them sleep. Yeah. Divide and conquer, that's the mentality. Turning the vision into reality. The art of the war is the art of the tribe. Put the whole territory onto the map. Balance, victory is certain. The war is won before it begins. Fortress, the iron pagoda. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out. door, keeping the product all over the floor. I am pagoda, the temple of trap. We got the heat and we got the strap. Goozang is clashing the metallic sound, keeping our feet on the holy ground. Heavy bass thumping like boots on the roof. If you want evidence, I am the proof. Dark atmosphere, we don't need the light. We do our business in middle of night. Rattling hi-hats, the sound of the rain, drowning the sorrow and drowning the pain. I am the monk with the 808 soul, keeping the territory under control. I am pagoda, the walls are too thick. Try to come in and the hammer will click. Heavy bass rattling, shaking the gate. Better move fast cause we don't like to wait. I am pagoda, we standing our ground. The kings of the block and the kings of the town. Yo, yo. Guarding the secret and guarding the stash, turning the product to mountain to cash. I keep the soldiers all posted in lanes. They got the loyalty inside their veins. Goozang is playing the battle cartoon under the light of the darkening moon. Powerful mouthful, I'm screaming the law. I am the sharpest you ever have saw. No one can breach it, the structure is solid. Even the details are gritty and squalid. Building the tower up into the clouds, high above all of the wandering crowds. Stay in your place or you'll meet with the flow. This is the life, and this is the war. And this is the war. Layers of concrete and layers of lead, making sure all of the rivals are fed. Fed to the lions that stay in the yard, keeping the perimeter constantly barred, 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 barred. Pagoda stands iron hard. Don't even try it. The end. The victory. The final gong. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. The dust is settling, the smoke is all gone. I'm still standing at the break of the dawn. The final gong, yeah, it's ringing for you. I did exactly what I said I would do. Goozang is playing the victory march. Walking through the fire, I'm feeling the punch. Heavy bass shaking the earth to the core. I don't need to fight in the streets anymore. I am the legend, the myth, and the man. Look at the empire, look at the span. Rattling hi-hats, the heartbeat of fate. Closing the book and I'm closing the gate. Everything's finished, the scores are all settled. I am the gold and the rest are just metal. The final gong, let it ring in your ears. I am the one who has conquered the fears. Heavy bass dropping the final goodbye. Look at the king and look at the sky. The final gong, the conclusion is here. Everything's final and everything's clear. Yeah, yeah. I take a seat on the throne of the city. I don't show mercy and I don't show pity. Goozang is reaping a beautiful end. I don't need a rival and don't need a friend. I am the only one left in the race. Look at the triumph all over my face. Powerful vocals, the final decree. I am the master of all that I see. No more regression, just total success. I am the answer to every yes. 808's fading but still hitting deep. Promises made of the promises keep. The curtain is falling, the lights going dim. Singing the final and glorious hymn. One for the money and two for the show. Three for the enemies left in the snow. Four for the dynasty, five for the gong. This is where all of the power belongs. It's over! It's over. The undisputed Goozang out. Yeah, built from pain. the struggle, raising the pain. Now I can rap while dancing in rain. Echoes of sirens still stuck in my brain. Power and money, that's all that remain. Hunger inside me deeper than fear. Family dependent, I gotta be clear. Every decision could cost me a year. Still I advance, shifting the gear. Bloodline empire, built from the fire. Ashes to gold, we rise even higher. No turning back, we breaking the chain. King of the streets, I'm ruling the game. Bloodline empire, legacy mine. Built from the dirt, now I redefine. Came from the bottom, now I align. Stars in my vision, destined to shine. Yeah, destined to shine. Destined to shine. Yeah, cold like December, heart made of frost. Every decision come with the cost. Friends turn fake, loyalty lost. Stack it again, no matter the cost. Seen too much just to feel again. Trust too little, I feel the pain. Rain keep falling like tears from sin, but I keep going, I always win. Voices whisper, don't trust the soul, but I've been alone since day one. No empire built on broken roads, still I carry the heavy load. Legacy carved in the concrete walls. Every fall just made me tall. Now they call when they need a call, but I don't answer. I seen it